Are you looking for a fun way to get your kids excited about science and excited about nature in your homeschool? Well, we just recently completed the Sonlight Butterfly Unit Study, and I have to tell you that this is hands down my favorite thing that we have ever done in our homeschool, and I think my kids would say the same. We absolutely loved the Butterfly Unit Study and raising the butterflies that go along with it. So in this video, I want to do a quick unboxing and show you what's inside the unit study, and then also share a little bit about my family's experience and some tips if you decide to use this with your kids. So the first thing that I absolutely loved about the Butterfly Unit Study from Sonlight is that absolutely everything is included in the kit and mailed directly to your house. Just like any of the other resources that Sonlight offers for kids all the way from kindergarten through high school, the resources come in a box right to your house. And as a busy homeschool family, I love that. This box even came with the craft supplies that we would need to be able to do the projects right in the kit. So here is the box that we got in the mail, and I want to show you what came inside. So the main science book in the Butterfly Unit Study is this one, Usborne Caterpillars and Butterflies, and I absolutely loved the pictures inside of this book. The book includes lots of photographs that show all about both the caterpillars and the butterflies and the different stages in their life cycles, and the book has facts sprinkled throughout. So it was a great one because it was easy to just look at the pictures and read this with younger kids, and then older kids can also go through and read all of the text and really get a lot out of this book when learning about butterflies. So that was Caterpillars and Butterflies. There are also two fiction books that come along with this unit study. The first one is Velma Gratch and the Way Cool Butterfly, and I absolutely love this book because Velma is the youngest sister in the book, and in the story she's kind of feeling like she's in her older sister's shadow, and it's really fun to hear how that story resolves. And I think that my youngest really appreciated this one, not only because she liked the butterflies, but also because she could really relate to Velma in a lot of ways. So that was a really special one. And then we also got Butterflies for Kiri, which is a book about origami, and it actually has directions for how to fold an origami butterfly in the back. So my son was all about that. He really enjoyed trying out the origami and learning more about that as well. The box also came with a kit full of craft supplies for all of the things that we would need in order to make the crafts in the unit study. I love that it even came with the bottle of glue. So I didn't feel like we had to go out to the store and get a whole bunch of things in order to make the crafts. Most of the craft supplies from our kit are already made into the crafts, but I did want to show you this cute little butterfly that my daughter made. This is a clothespin that was a caterpillar first, and then we put it in a little cocoon, and then when it came out, we made some wings for it out of coffee filters and added some antenna to turn it into a butterfly. So that's just one of the activities that's included in the unit study, and all of the materials to make the crafts are included in the box as well. And then it also came with this pop-up butterfly enclosure that we could use to put our butterflies in. It folds flat like this, and then it pops up like this to be able to put the butterflies inside. And then of course the unit study also comes with an instructor's guide. It was 3-hole punch, so I just put ours inside of this binder, but it has all of the information that you'll need to do each of the lessons throughout the unit. And everything is broken down by week so that you can see at a glance what you're supposed to be doing on each day. There are two things that do not come with the unit study that you should be aware of. Number one, it does not come with caterpillars. So you need to either find caterpillars near you or purchase caterpillars. We purchased ours from a big, well-known caterpillar supply company, and we had great luck with the caterpillars. All 5 of them hatched and became butterflies, so that was fantastic. And I will link that down in the description of the video where we got those from. And then you also are going to need some sort of a covering for your caterpillar enclosure. One thing to know about the butterfly enclosure is that we did actually have a butterfly escape out of ours, out of the top corner of the enclosure. So I would definitely recommend making sure that whatever you put over the top of the enclosure is very well attached in all the places. There is a video that Sonlight has made explaining how to use the enclosure, so I'm going to link that in the description of this video. I would highly recommend watching that video before you get started raising your own butterflies. So the next thing that I really love about the unit study was the instructor's guide. I love how simple it is, how everything is laid out exactly for you, how all of the lessons are planned, and how they include lots of really fun activities too. So the very first page of the lesson plan for each week shows what you're going to be doing each of the days. So this is a 4-day-a-week plan, and it has information on here for each of the 4 days of that week and tells you what kinds of activities to do and what kinds of worksheets to do and what books to read, and also gives ideas for crafts and even snacks to go along with the different activities as you're doing them. And then there are also specific pages for each day that give bonus facts in these little green boxes. There's lots of fun facts about butterflies sprinkled throughout and tells you exactly what to do for each of the crafts or activities. So there is absolutely no lesson planning that's required to use this unit study kit. All you have to do is just open to the page that you're on and grab the materials out of the box and follow along. So if you're looking for something that's super easy to use, this is definitely going to fit that bill. I think my favorite part of the unit study was the way that our experience raising the caterpillars and the unit study went together. So my kids were fascinated by the experience of raising the caterpillars and watching them turn into butterflies. My kids generally are very active and don't have a very long attention span to sit, but both of them spent a very long time observing the caterpillars as they were moving around their cage, and then watching to see when they were going to emerge from their cocoons, and then watching the butterflies fly around the habitat. They were fascinated by that experience. They really enjoyed raising the butterflies and watching the butterflies, and it was just a really fun and really memorable experience for our family, and I loved that. And I loved that my kids' excitement about that experience really motivated them to want to do all of the activities from the unit study. They were so excited and they were begging to see what else we could do to learn more about the butterflies. And then as they learned more about the butterflies, they got more and more excited to see their own butterflies going through this life cycle that they were learning about. So it was just a really cool way to make the learning extra memorable for my kids because they were so excited about butterflies and about watching the butterflies and then about learning more about the butterflies. So if you're looking for a really fun hands-on science activity to do with your kids, or you want to raise butterflies but you're not sure how to do it, or you want to make sure that it's educational when you do, I would highly recommend the Butterfly Unit Study from Sonlight. This was a really fantastic experience for our family and definitely something that I would recommend checking out. I'm going to put links in the description of the video to where you can learn more about the Butterfly Unit Study and get a copy of the unit study for your family.